going into it. That was going to be like art and hair, but it really is more heart. So both hair and art. You see what I did there? Art. So, which is true. When I was like young. Yeah. So where is it here up? And then tell why I wanted to do hair. Where should I be looking? I can do that. You can delete this part. Hi, I'm Jamie DiGrazia. I'm the owner of Logan Parlor in Chicago, and you know, I became a stylist because it's what my two favorite aunts did, and they would come to my house in the 80s and perm our hair and highlight us and cut our hair right at the kitchen table. So yeah, it was just always what I knew I wanted to do because it seemed like my aunts who were doing it were having so much fun, and they got to visit their family and their friends, and they had a good time when they were doing it, and the bond that they kind of had with the people they were working on was really special. And I really enjoyed knowing that that's something that I could cultivate, right? Like the relationships, but also they were creating art at the same time, like beautiful hair and people's looks. Well, when we opened the salon, I just wanted to have an environment that I wanted to be in every day, and work with the people that wanted to work with me, you know? So as like a young queer person, I also didn't feel like maybe I fit into the stereotypical like beauty salon. So I was really looking to create a space that I would be comfortable working in every day. And by default, other people, the people who wanted to work with me and wanted their authentic nature to be honored would show up. You know, I need to just be in control of the atmosphere and the space, and from everything from like the music to the environment to my coworkers. And I figured if I had everything in a way that felt good to me, it would feel good to others. So I really just wanted to create a space that I wanted to work in every day, and the people who I wanted to work with just showed up. When we first opened, I had two toy poodles, Pablo and Junior, and they would come to work. They would sit in people's laps, and people would love it. And they're service, they're therapy, they make people feel good. A lot of people would just have them under their cape and be holding them, and they would just be so sweet. And it's like this breathing little being that, you know, it was just so nice to have them around. I think they sparked a lot of joy for people, adults, kids, even the staff. You know, it's just so fun to have this little creature. The dogs are the founders. You know, they were my children at the time, and they were here during the whole build out, and then they would even come on some days when I would be cutting hair, and if I knew I had a lineup of regular clients, I'd bring them in, so they would just sit in their laps, and people loved it. And they just sparked a lot of joy for people. And I would love, if I was going to do it again, to make them like legal therapy pets, because I think that they could really come in here and make people, I think they can offer people a sense of, you know, safety, because they're just so sweet, and they're like little beings, little breathing beings that just want, you know, love. So the Professional Beauty Association gives awards out based on different categories, and this one was men's hairstyling. Because I do all these short shapes, I entered that category, and then when I won, I was able to give a speech about how hair has no gender and how we need to move to a gender-free pricing structure. So the next year or two, it's now a barber category, which I also am not technically a barber, but it's better that it's not gendered. So that's exciting. So I think I got the last men's hairstylist award ever, which is I'm really happy about. Well, I have big dreams, not only for Logan Parlor, but for Hair Has No Gender as well, and for our industry as a whole. So the beauty industry and the barber industry has always been kind of separated by race and by gender. And I do believe that there is a time and a place for people in community to have safe space within their communities. And I also think there's a time for people to come together and cultivate oneness and celebrate differences. I'm working on advocating for gender-free pricing bill in Illinois. There's only 3 other states in the country that have a gender discrimination law. So working to see if we can get that passed. So here we really want to focus on affirming care. So whether that is hair type, texture, gender, we just want people to feel on the outside how they feel on the inside, right? Whatever that looks like to them. And every person is different. So it's not cookie cutter. There's no boxes for hair types or cultures or backgrounds or anything like that. Everyone has creative freedom and autonomy over themselves and their hair, and we're just their hands to bring that, whatever that vision is, to life, which is really quite an honor, you know. Yeah, I really don't resonate with the word beauty. It feels very cultivated, like on purpose, like there's an idea of what it could look like or should look like, and I don't really like that word. So I never say I'm a beautician, or like I don't like to use beauty school. I don't like to say we're a beauty salon. Like I don't. It just doesn't resonate with me. I think beauty is something that is a universe quality, like of the earth and of the universe and the cosmos, more so like the way that our internalness functions versus our outside. Like beauty, I think something can look interesting visually, right? But I don't think that beauty necessarily is something that comes from, that you can see from the outside. I think it comes from the inside. And I think you can have a certain shape, or you want to exaggerate a feature, and something could be interesting looking. But I think true beauty more comes from inside than outside.